creativity channel where we make content for artists and creative entrepreneur. In today's video guys, I'm going to talk about the creative Fabrica, talking about what you can sell on the platform and talking about some tips and tricks to take along the road if you're selling onto the creative Fabrica and what actually sells on the platform and how you can make money by the creative Fabrica and all that. So if you're interested then let's get straight in the video guys. And before going into the good part, consider clicking on the like button. I would really appreciate that. Now guys, you know that I have made a bunch of videos talking about the creative Fabrica and how to get started with that, what exactly the platform is, how you can get an approval to open up a shop on the creative Fabrica, talking about the minute details about each and everything about the creative Fabrica. So I have a whole playlist. I'm going to link the complete playlist in the card section above guys for you to check it out. So you can check it out in the card section above guys of the complete playlist regarding the creative Fabrica. But today I'm going to talk about what actually sells on the platform and some tips and tricks that I see that I'm working for my own shop onto the creative Fabrica, and I'm going to share more of those things. Creative Fabrica website on my mobile. I'm gonna link the screenshots or videos over here so that you can check it out. First and foremost thing that actually sells on the creative Fabrica is fonts. So if you're creating the fonts in the various different styles like the sans serif, the display, the script and the handwritten, the serif, the black letter, the slab serif, the decorative and all different kind of fonts. If you're creating these fonts by yourself, then you can really sell these fonts onto the creative Fabrica. So that's the first category. The second category is the graphics. Now there is so much comes into the graphics that I'm gonna elaborate for you guys, so that you know that if you are making any of these things from these whole category of the graphics, then you can actually sell on the creative Fabrica. So they sell the 3D SVG files. So if you're creating a 3D type of digital art, then you can sell them in the SVG, then the home crafts, then the coloring books. If you're creating a coloring book interior for your KDP, low and no content book, or in general high content book, whatever it is, you're creating a coloring book, you can probably sell on to the creative Fabrica. And there are the coloring book adults, coloring book kids, then there are various teaching materials. So if you are a teacher and you're creating the different types of teaching materials for your students, for your kids, or even for your homeschooling kids, then you can probably sell them on the creative Fabrica. Then there are the patterns. You can create these patterns either by the traditional artwork, and then you can convert the traditional artwork into the digital artwork. I have already made a video talking about how to convert your traditional artwork into digital artwork. You can check that video out in the card section above guys. In that video I shown you that you actually need to take a picture of your artwork and then you can edit in the Photoshop, or even if you don't have a Photoshop, you can use a different software. You can use the Inkspace, that's completely free. You can download the Inkspace and then you can edit your artwork into that and can create a high quality digital artwork and all that. So you can sell the patterns. These can be the Photoshop textures, Photoshop patterns, then the crochet patterns. Now there is a huge category in the graphics that's kind of related to the crochet, to the handmade crafts, like the crochet patterns, the knitting patterns, the cross stitch patterns, the quilt patterns and the sewing patterns. All these types of patterns come in the category of the handmade crafts that are made from the sewing, the embroidery, the quilt or the crochet and all that. Apart from that, you can also sell the product mock-ups. So if you're creating a product mock-up for your print-on-demand designs, if you're creating a mock-up for your print-on-demand design, you can sell them on the creative Fabrica as well. Apart from that, you can sell the logos, illustrations. Now illustrations are quite common. You can create them either digitally or again you can make them in traditional and then you can convert it. Then the backgrounds, then the KDP interior. The KDP interior is hot right now onto the creative Fabrica. Many people are going onto that platform to actually buy these KDP interiors for making low and no content books. So you can create them if you're doing that. It's easy to create it. You don't need to have an InDesign software to do that. You can also create it in the Canva, or you can create it in the PowerPoint or any other software out there. You don't need all those professional and expensive tools or softwares. Apart from that, I'm going to move on to the third category, that is the crafts. That is another major category on the creative Fabrica that is quite in demand. Crafts category, there comes the craft designs. If you're creating a print-on-demand designs, then you can convert that file into PNG, the SVG, the PSD, or you can also convert into the JPEG and PDF and can sell these small illustrations or small print on demand designs in the form of craft designs. Then the craft club is there. Then there are the various different types of niches like the Halloween, the Christmas, the Thanksgiving, the kids, fall, Easter and spring, because these kind of things are quite popular on the Creative Fabrica. So if you are creating any artwork or any illustration or any design related to these particular holidays, then Creative Fabrica is exactly for you, because each year they have like so many sales going around the Halloween, the Thanksgiving, the Christmas and all that, and many people are coming onto that platform to actually purchase the various different types of graphics, illustrations and craft design related to these particular holidays. So if you're creating your designs around these holidays, then you are more likely to get more sales. And this is kind of like preparing yourself for the holidays, because there's categories of the Creative Fabrica. So that's why I'm talking about in this video, and I'm sharing my tips what I can help you guys. Then another, there is a major category for the embroidery. So if you're a complete person who creates the embroidery patterns, textures at your home, or if your parents or your anyone in your home make these embroideries, then you can create the small patterns and tools. Now these are the tools like the font cloud, the shape cloud, the web font generator and the craft club, which you can join it to prepare your fonts, things that you can sell on the platform. There are so many things that I have covered and all that. Now I'm going to share some of the tips that can really help you, and if you are a new seller onto the Creative Fabrica, to get more sales and all that. The first tip that I have for you is to create your digital download in the form of freebie, which is really important, because you are a new seller, nobody knows you on the platform, and when you're a new seller, you don't have followers, you don't have favorites for your product. So what you can do, you can create a digital download as a complete freebie, because they have a complete list of a freebie section on their platform, and people actually go each week onto this freebie section and download the freebies. So it would be more likely for you to get new people coming onto your shop and actually purchasing from you. So create a freebie and just make it as a $0 product as a form of digital download. And then later on, like, you can create it for a week or for 10 days, and later on you can convert it into the price product, or you can change the price of the item and so on. But second tip that I have for you is upload more stuff. Yes, there are so many shops that are having thousands of digital downloads or their shops, and they are doing pretty well in terms of the followers, in terms of the favorites. So I can expect that they are doing pretty well. So upload more of these stuffs, more of the digital downloads on the platform. You can upload on a consistent basis, like each month or each week, whatever is your uploading frequency, whatever suits to your need, how long it take you to actually prepare that particular type of digital download. But you can upload it on a consistent basis each month, whatever your frequency, and can get more sales. Another tip that I have for you is following the trends, which is really awesome onto the Creative Fabrica. If you go onto their sections, you're going to see what are the designs that are trending right now according to the different holidays. If there is a Christmas, then obviously Christmas would be in trend. If it's Halloween, it's Thanksgiving, or it's New Year, Valentine's, or Independence Day, whatever the season, whatever the holiday is, people are more likely to purchase that type of designs on their platform. So I would say prepare for the holidays 1.5 or maybe 2 months ahead of it, so that you would be prepared for it. You wouldn't mess up at the end. For example, if you're preparing for a Christmas, then I would say prepare it for 1.5 or maybe 2 or 3 months ahead of it, because Christmas is a huge holiday throughout the year, and people are actually looking for and waiting for the Christmas to come. So when it's there, so people are more likely to purchase for the Christmas before 1 to 2 months, because they are so excited about it, or either they want to use these designs for their own projects to sell and so on. So I would say go for the trends, and going for the trends will really going to help you get more sales. Apart from that, one thing I also works for me is going for the type of the digital download which is having a great demand on the platform, but not many people are making it. For example, the KDP interior. If you go into the graphics or the illustrations, there are so many illustrations on the platform, but if you go for the KDP interior, not many people are doing the KDP interiors. Like now it's kind of like going into the trends, because many people are uploading the KDP interiors because they are seeing that KDP interior actually selling on the platform. But still, you can upload that type of digital download which is having the greater demand, and having the lower competition. So if you want me to talk about how to find that type of product on the Creative Fabrica, leave a comment below. So I'm gonna make another video. In fact, I'm gonna share my screen, my laptop screen, and I'm gonna talk to you guys how to find that type of digital download in which the demand is more and the competition is less, and you can hop up right now and can get more sales on the Creative Fabrica. So leave a comment below and let me know if you want that video. I'm gonna make that complete video on how I do it and talking about the various things about it. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment below to let me know what you think about it. And thank you so much for tuning in today's video. See you for the next time. Take care. Bye, guys.